That's a good length for the break-off shot, although, well, at first glance, I don't think he can take this red on. He was so relieved to taking that frame before the mid-session interval. And he did it in style with that 78 break, but I thought he might be able to go with this red into the left corner, but I don't think he could get round the back of the black. He might get round the back of the black, but I think he might catch the other red. So if he takes it on, he's got to knock it in, unless he forces it to get round the back. Well, he did manage to get round the back, and he cued it nicely. If it pulls up, it's a terrific start. Don't get much better than that.
Well, he's got a great angle on the green or yellow to go into the bunch. There's only the one loose red, and you know there's plenty of mileage in playing into the pack off the green or the yellow.
Three.
It's all gone wrong.
Thank you.
So maybe he should have gone into the pack off the yellow or the green. Decided on the yellow to play for single red, but didn't quite get on it. So I think Judd will be quite relieved that he's only scored a few points off that leave.
Black ball. Liang one ball. 4.
We can just see enough of this to take the pot on, but he's going to go close to the bunch in the single red. There was no path back round that time. His first red was a terrific shot, but that was much more difficult.
One.
Now, can he get onto the red that's closest to the black and then bring the black into play? He might have finished on it, but he played to smash into the pink. He holds his hand up. He felt he had a good enough angle to try and get the pink full ball, but it couldn't have turned out better in the end. Mind, having said that, he needed to be straighter to screw back and leave the black. He's got to play a delicate little cannon here. Oh, he could hold it. It's just the cue power this fella has is amazing. The action he gets on it. There's another one. There was no way that white was going to stick in the
14.
reds there.
$15.
Seems to be one chance snooker at the moment, isn't it? The only chance that Liang had. He made this break of 78 to make it 3-1. Every other frame, Judd Trump's virtually won at one visit. Okay, the second frame was only 31, his highest break, but he completely outplayed him in every department. Safety, potting. And he's in the balls again.
$70. $80.
Not the best positional shot that Judd's ever played.
25.
Wanted to be much straighter on this red, but he shouldn't prove a problem.
26.
He's missed precious little in this match. Just the frame before the mid-session interval, he took a risky red into the middle. Up until that point, Liang hadn't scored a point, and it was the opening that Liang was waiting for, and he won the frame with that one mistake. I think he's okay. I think he's got one to the left middle, and he can get back for the black.
31.
If he's straight, he can get back for the black. If not, he can run through for the pink or blue.
32. Sure.
Well, that's the first one that hasn't gone into the centre of the pocket.
Okay.
Having a little laugh with Jan Verhaas there.
38.
But this is open right up now. Everything's available, and it needs another 30
Yep.
points.
39. Thank you.
It's very tough to play against when a man's in this kind of form.
46. $47.
Well, pot success rate's at 95%. Long pot success rate, 100%. And even his safety success rate at 92%.
53. $60. $61.
That's the frame, well and truly safe for Judd. Not the kiss that he was looking for.
67.
So he just needed the one chance. Liang
67.
nods
And the frame.
to Jan Verhaas, concedes the
Judd
frame. So Judd has come out after the mid-session interval, takes the first frame, and now leads 4 frames to 1. Yeah, Liang come out there. It looked as if he was going to start firing. He potted a couple of cracking balls, one into the left corner, got around the back of the bunch, but only scored 4 off that. And then he had a chance when he was nicely placed and decided to play for a loose red when Willie, well, and myself thought he should have gone into the pack, but he decided against that. Yeah, this was the shot. He decided to try and play for a loose red, but he had a good angle to just, you know, harder off the cushion, lots of side, go into the side of the bunch, open things up.
Probably better off then going in on the green, because even if it had gone into the pack at the side of the pack, the red he's ended up playing, it would have still been on that
Frame
if
6.
it didn't get a bad kiss.
Liang Wenbo to break.
Anyway, water under the bridge. Liang Wenbo breaking off, trailing 4-1. Once again, can't afford to let his opponent get to 5. Otherwise, there's all sorts of pressure on him. So this is a big frame. Get back into the match. 4-2, you won't be too worried. 5-1, you'll be very worried.
Well, how has that not gone in? That's incredible. It shows you how tight the pockets are, because that looked in all the way. Have a look at this. Amazing. Oh, he's got a kick. Now then. He was just knocking one red onto the one over the pocket, got a kick, and the red straightened up. Watch the red. It jumped and just went straight.
Yeah.
And he's here again. There's Father Frank from Bristol. He's Irish originally. He loves the game of snooker. Chatting to him in the hotel last night. Follows snooker all the time. A delightful man. He's got his snooker jumper on as well. I bet he does a mean sermon.
Thank you. Thanks. 1.
Yeah, got to make every post a winning post now. Liang, he really has to get back into this match, and this is an excellent chance where the Reds are to win the frame at one visit. He hasn't had many chances in this match so far.
8. Nine. 14. 15.
Slight angle, may have to run around the 2 cushions now for the 2 to the right of the pink. He's just stood off the cushion for him in the middle, the Same two reds though. Either they're available in the middle or the corners. Play the film in the middle.
22. 23. 28. 29.
He's had a couple of chances to go into the bunch and refused it, and he's only got the one more loose red that's guaranteed, and that's to the right of the pink. The bottom one may pot in the corner as well. But at least he's left an angle on this red just to bring the pink into play and running through for the black.
34.
Mind you, he's screwing back off the pink for the blue. Same thing though, it releases a pink, releases a few reds.
35.
He certainly break builds a lot different to most of the top players, does Liang. Making it very hard work for no reason.
Well, Jan Verhaas was quickly round to make sure he didn't foul that red with his waistcoat.
38.
'I like his mannerisms around the table. You know, he's 4-1 down, but he's pretty confident, isn't he? You'd think he was 4-1 in front, and that's a pretty good sign for a player.
Thank you. 39. 45.
Well, that's unforgivable. He took his eye off the pot
Young
completely,
Wemble,
concentrating
45.
on the cannon, and missed an absolute sitter. I mean, you could knock those in with your eyes closed.
1.
Just shows you what can happen with this game of snooker if you don't concentrate on every shot. A little shake of the head there. It looked unmissable, that pot.
Seven.
Just a little lapse in concentration. And really, it's a
8.
massive frame for Liang. I mean, 4-2. He's still in with a chance. 5-1. You wouldn't give him much hope.
$14. 15.
Yes, you can't afford to miss anything easy against the top players. Sometimes you can get away with it with a low-ranked player. Could have done with a little bit more pace on this. I'm not saying he's going to miss this red, but he'd like to have been
20.
another 2 feet closer. Ideally, would like to get onto the black in such a way he can just run through and cannon into the 2 reds. But that was the problem, you see. He wasn't close enough to that red.
Jut trump 20.
That was a poor shot on the previous colour.
Oh, he's steadying himself up for this one. He knows it's an important shot. No. Oh, and he's put the other one on. I mean, he took that on because there was a few reds safe, but left a chance here. As Judd all of a sudden lost a little bit of focus. It's the first time in the match. This is the sort of thing he was doing against Stuart Carrington. Looked absolutely brilliant, and then all of a sudden he'd miss something straightforward.
One.
Good putt that, but doesn't have an ideal angle on the brown or the yellow to get onto this red that's loose on the right-hand side. And with him being left-handed, he won't play for the one that's just under his cue there now. He's just trying to see if it's an angle Dennis to get through to the 2 reds off the yellow.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been a problem had he been right-handed. You could play for either of those reds that are near the cushions. He's looking at that possible angle.
Of course, playing it that way, if he misses the cannon on the 2 reds, he's more than likely going to be on the one that's down the right-hand side cushion. So it's worth the risk, this. So has he got the cannon? If he hasn't, he'll be on the other one. Well done.
Well, he holds his hand up. Good call,
3.
Willie, but he was always going to head towards that red if he missed the cannon. But it couldn't have worked out much better. He's 28 in front, so he's still going to need the difficult reds.
4.
Might need a couple of the difficult reds. Not a bad effort.
9.
Played that with lots of reverse side as it hits the cushion. Spins off towards the reds. Probably got a bit too much on it. This is a much better choice here because you can't do much with the 2 reds. Just make sure you don't get a double kiss. Send the red around, leave the white up in the safety zone.
Young one ball, 9.
Although he's got a 34-point advantage, after this shot, it might be a matter of who makes a mistake, loses the frame, because Judd's going to open these two reds up. Judd's target will be in behind the green and as close to the cushion as possible. Oh, we didn't want to push the black safe. Got a good cue ball though. That's where he wanted it. Very well played. Definitely a much better tactical and safety player now than he was a few years back. See if he tries to land on the red that's on the cushion behind the black spot, he could leave a possible pot on. So 2 cushion and flick off the red is what he's after here. Well, now he's going to just try and nestle into it, but he'll do well not to leave one here. Don't think I'd have been trying that shot. I would have tried the 2 cushion and just to flick the red and get back up the table. Where's the cue ball?
5.
Can you believe it? I mean,
Young
his
one ball, 4.
focus is just gone again at the moment, because that was careless to go in off to the middle pocket there. Just a couple of errors crept in. I mean, before the mid-session interval. Well, after the first 3 frames, he never made a mistake. So he now just needs the reds. So if Liang can cut this red in, it's a thin one, but he only needs the red. Be playing a safety shot at the same. Well, that tells you he's not going to try and cut it in now. He's trying to get down behind the green. Oh, maybe he is. Change your plan again. I know it's a thin one, but you might as well have a go the other red safe. You're heading up to the safety zones, and it's more or less a free shot. Well, he had a look to see if he snookered behind the blue and the pink. He took the pot on, but always better to miss it on the thin side from that situation. He's a bit of a character, is Liang. Have a look at this when the white stopped. Have I got the snooker there? Have I got the snooker there?
Purposely trying to put a second red on the cushion, just purely because whatever safety shot Judd plays, he'd be ringing it off the cushion. So at least he's got another red on the cushion for insurance. Always very difficult when they're tight on the cushion to get the quarter ball contact, which he needs to get up behind the green. But you see there, you've got half ball. Very difficult when they're tight on the cushion. That excellent safety shot for Liang should have won in the frame.
1.
Didn't want that kiss. He'd have rather been perfect on a colour to make sure the frame's over. The fact that there's only 39 in it, if he misses the pink, Judd will carry on. But in it goes, straight in the middle of the pocket. So he'd done what he had to do with this very important 6th frame to get back into the
7.
match. It was only a break of 45. Just wondering whether to come back.
7.
He's looking at the scoreboard. And he's coming back. So barring snookers though, Liang Wenbo would have got another frame back, but still trails 4-2.
It's a snooker, but he needed a little bit more distance. This should be pretty straightforward to hit. Needs 3 4-point snookers at the moment. This is a pretty good effort. Yeah. You see 45 ahead, just a possible 35 on the table.
Frame conceded.
Well,
Frame
conceded.
Liang Wenbo.
Liang Wenbo will be pretty pleased to win that frame, but he still trails by 4 frames to 2.
And both players leaving the arena, and give you a chance just to see a couple of shots there that Judd played where he lost a bit of focus. This was, he never looked like missing a shot like this. He wanted to get closer to the red, but he didn't, so it was a medium length pot, but dead straight almost, and he just didn't cue it that well. He'd missed precious little earlier in this match, but he missed that one. But the one that was unforgivable was the one that he went in off to the middle pocket, which was quite amazing. I don't know what he was thinking about here, because he'd got a lot of margin for error and he played a little delicate stun shot, and then all of a sudden, he just gets a bit too much action on it and straight in the pocket.